Previously on Back of the Backlog.
Well, hello, my name is Drucker.
Why do you think you deserve to be the replacement of Kylo Ren?
I'm not here to replace anybody. If you love me on your show, I'll give you 30 games. What are you doing?
Nothing at all.
It sure looked like you were playing Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival.
Please, Drucker, for my life, for my reputation, you saw nothing.
Okay. I saw nothing.
Thank you. Thank you. What you here for, man?
Well, I was gonna ask you when I'm gonna sign the contract for the show.
Well, the contract, I mean, it'll probably be signed within like the next 2 episodes. So probably by episode 4 you should be signing it. About that, maybe before. Obviously that's if the production crew, they want to keep you for the rest of the season. But the odds are you'll stay for the rest of the season, if I'm being honest with you.
Alright, that's swell.
Yeah, so it'll be soon. But actually, now that we're kind of talking about stuff, about your audition, man, I kind of want to apologize, because I feel like I was kind of being a little bit of a bit of an ass, if I'm being honest, just because, I was talking about how I don't think we needed any more hosts or anything, and that's really bad. I don't think the show should ever be stagnant. There should always be some maybe new faces here and there, and the crew seems to really like you. You seem like a cool guy. I wanted to apologize about that. I think I was just coming off as a dick. I'm sorry. Is just what I'm trying to say. Not the greatest at this.
Oh, it's no problem. Honestly, I guess I wanted to say that, again, I'm not here to replace Kylo, you and Kylo Ren and everybody had a fantastic chemistry. It was a friendship like none other. And he was one of my favorite characters on the show. But I hope I can still be here to at least still give some type of different personality.
You seem like a cool dude. You gave us a game. And yeah, I mean, it's been good so far, so we're glad to have you on board, I guess is what I'm saying.
Thanks. I'll leave it to it then.
Yeah, I'll talk to you later. If you could just close the door also on your way out.
Will do.
On back of the backlog, been gone for way too long. On back of the backlog, got so many games to play, dog. On back of the backlog, Donkey Kong expands my dog. On back of the backlog, me and Kylo been fucking since dawn. On back of the backlog. Did you know, yeah, Kylo wears thongs? I'm back at the backlog. I really fucking hate this song. Yeah.
Hold up!
What is up, guys? It is Robert of Gaming with Me, and welcome to the 14th episode of Back at the Backlog, the series where we take a look at the games that I recently beat off my backlog. Today's episode is on the game Perfect Dark Zero. Perfect Dark Zero is the prequel to the 2000 classic Nintendo 64 game Perfect Dark. I haven't actually played the original, but I will one day. It'll be an episode on Backlog one day. The reason why we were playing Perfect Dark Zero first isn't actually because it's a prequel. No. It's actually because the game takes place in the year 2020. Yeah, I thought it'd be pretty cool to see what the developers thought 2020 would look like. Perfect Dark Zero released on November 22nd, 2005. It was developed by Rare and published by Microsoft Game Studios. Perfect Dark Zero had a troubled development cycle. It actually started development on the Nintendo GameCube when Nintendo had a 49% stake in Rare. As we all know, Rare was purchased by Microsoft in 2002, and because of that, Perfect Dark Zero started to move over to the original Xbox. Apparently, it pushed the Xbox's hardware pretty hard, and with the Xbox 360 quickly approaching, development again shifted platforms towards the next generation console that would actually eventually end up being a launch title for the system. That means development took 5 years and 3 platforms to finally release. I've only heard love and praise for the original Perfect Dark, but for Zero, from what I've heard, it's been pretty mixed. Critically, it did great, scoring a solid 81 on Metacritic, but although that is a pretty big damn step down from the almighty 97 of the original. For me, I finally played and finished Perfect Dark Zero 15 years after its original release, which I played on the Xbox One's Rare Replay, which is 30 hit Rare games all in one package. It's an amazing package, it's an amazing deal, and yes, we will be returning to this a lot. Having not played the original yet, did Perfect Dark Zero satisfy me? Did I think it was great? Well, let's talk about it. As always, let's talk about the story first. I'll be honest with you guys, I don't know what the story is. There's actually a decent amount of cutscenes. There's a mission briefing before every mission, a cutscene before and after every mission too. Even with all those moments of story and setups towards something, I didn't get anything from it. You follow the character Joanna Dark as she does some secret agent shit and stops this evil corporation Data Dine and the higher up called Zhang Li. And that's it, I think. Which, that's fine, that's setting up a game, and that's all I care about. Although, with Perfect Dark Zero, the voice acting can be pretty spotty and just plain awkward at times. Like halfway in the game, Joanna's father dies right in front of her eyes. And there's like no emotion, no reaction to it. It's like if you just dropped her damn ice cream or something, not her damn father dying right in front of her.
No! Burn!
No! Burn! Let's talk about character design, specifically Joanna's. Having only played Zero, you would think Joanna has always looked like this. Red hair, punk rockish style of clothing. Well, no, that's the thing. Comparing Joanna's original to Zero's Joanna, it's like a completely different person. It was essentially redesigned to appeal to the people of the early 2000s, but that's such a damn shame that they felt they needed to overhaul a character just for it to sell.
Her redesign sold me on the game.
You weren't going to pick it up before that?
Oh no, once I saw her on the cover of FHM, I had to get that game to Zero all the time.
She was on a magazine.
Yeah, she was fucking sexualized on a cover. Joanna, of all characters, did not need to be sexualized. The worst part is the headline. Step aside, God, the perfect woman as created by man.
Now that's fucking bad.
I know, and you know Microsoft paid a lot for that cover. It's so fucking bad. Visually, the game is okay. I just feel the art style looks bland and uninspired. I'm not saying the world looks bad. In fact, there are some pretty good looking areas, but for the most part, it's just unmemorable. character models have that early 2000s jank to them. Some animations are a bit rough and mixed out with the spotty voice acting, you get some meme-worthy moments. As soon as I started the first mission, which is essentially a tutorial that they call Mission 0, something felt immediately wrong. I had to shoot these robotic spiders that were pretty close to me, but it was for some reason a struggle. The aiming in this game feels sluggish and clunky. We are talking about a first-person shooter whose main way of progressing is bad. It's stiff as hell for some reason. Once I shot those spiders, I was able to start walking, and holy shit, you wouldn't believe it. Moving around felt slippery, but also very heavy, as if Joanna had fucking bricks tied to her feet. The controls in this game aren't good. They're passable, they technically work, but they don't feel good. It took a long while in the game to actually get used to the controls, and that's a bad thing. I shouldn't have to get used to your clunky, weird physics. Just make them good in the first place, and it'll be a happy time. Secret agents always use gadgets, at least I think. I'm not a secret agent, but if movies and video games have taught me anything, it's that. Perfect Dark Zero is no different. Joanna has a few gadgets that at the beginning of the game I thought they were pretty cool and added a little variety to the gameplay. That was in the beginning though. Turns out you rarely use them, and when you do, the use of the gadgets never change. The Loctopus unlocks doors, and to use it, you gotta rotate the analog stick until the green dot shrinks. So when you use it again 7 missions later, it's the same rotating of the analog stick, just this time you gotta do it 5 times in a row. That's really uninspired. The worst has to be the demo kit though. It gives you a little puzzle to solve, having to connect both sides together in order to blow up whatever it is you were trying to blow up. This could actually be a nice little distraction, but they somehow fucked this up by having every demo kit be the same exact puzzle. What the fuck were they thinking? Maybe it's random and I was just unlucky and so I got the same puzzle every single time, but it's just such a bad design choice because I know the solution every time it pops up. There's no thought, there's no challenge to it, it's just the same thing that I did the last 4 or 5 times. So gadgets for the most part are a throwaway, but how are the actual missions? They gotta be fun, right? I mean, sometimes. Early on, I was having a decent amount of fun. I enjoyed the nightclub mission. Well, let me rephrase that. I enjoyed the nightclub section of the nightclub mission. Having a shootout through a whole nightclub with strobe lights, I thought it was solid. However, it's that mission, which is the first official mission, where I realized there's essentially no stealth in this game. The extent of stealth is crouching and walking up to someone to hit them, but nothing ever feels like you are out of the enemy's view. If one enemy spots you, then all the surrounding enemies also go apeshit on you. How the hell did everyone get alerted so quick?
Maybe they all telepathically communicate.
What? That makes no sense.
He might be onto something. What other reason could it be?
Lack of AI programming talent? Could be it.
Oh, actually, that makes a lot more sense.
This is such a big issue with the game, which is the AI. The AI is horrible. Whether it's the enemies or the friendlies, it's all bad. There were moments where it's obviously a shootout and everyone is targeting me, or at least you'd think. There were moments where one enemy is clearly shooting at something and another is just casually walking as if nothing is happening. One mission has Joanna and her father infiltrating a base, and I was on a turret mowing down a ton of enemies. But on the other side, the enemies were just chilling out until I shot at them, and I guess they realized, oh shit, it's my time to actually fight. Not only are they dumb, but they also are incredibly smart, accurate fucks. Yeah, it's crazy, they're both. Constantly, I'll be behind a wall and all I see are bullets being thrown at my way with them possibly knowing where I should actually be. Not only are they dumb, clueless, accurate, and smart at the same time, but they also are on crack. These highly trained soldiers rarely hide behind any cover, oh no. All the enemy AI in this game are super fucking hyper, constantly moving back and forth, rarely ever stopping. Mix constant moving targets with sluggish aiming results in a waste of ammo and a shit ton of frustration.
What also doesn't help is the frame rate. There are occasional times where the frame rate just completely skips frames, making you miss your shot completely. This is the whole game. Frustration. Frustrated at the enemy AI, frustrated at the friendly AI, which I'll get into more later, frustrated at the boss battles. These boss battles aren't fun or interesting. You fight an airship, you fight the main villain's daughter in like an augmented reality game, so it means nothing because you don't actually kill her. I don't know, it's dumb. It's a shame because there are some interesting level designs in how the objectives work. There are optional support objectives that if you complete can actually help you out later on in the missions and make it easier for you. So there is some replay value if you want to complete the other objectives and see how they affect the following ones. Unfortunately, I never enjoyed any mission enough to want to go back and try out the support objectives. The checkpoint system is also a pain. There's usually 1 or 2 checkpoints max throughout the missions, so if you die late in the mission, you have to start pretty far from where you were at. No mission is truly that long, but when the missions aren't very enjoyable, you don't want to continuously play them over and over again. Finally, let's talk about the friendly AI, which is just as frustrating as the enemy AI, if not more. For some god-awful reason, there's friendly fire in this game, meaning you could shoot your own companions, and I would be fine with that if there weren't so many escort missions where you have to bring said companion alive to the end of the mission. The shit thing is, I didn't go out of my way to shoot them. Oh no. Multiple times, I would be firing at somebody, and they would walk in front of my shot and die. And because of that, I had to restart the mission all over again. Did anyone test this game? Who thought that was a good idea? Yeah, who thought the AI was ready? By mission 11, I was so done with this game. I really was. My AI companions constantly died, whether by me or enemies, that I ended up saying fuck it and putting the difficulty down to Agent, which is the easiest difficulty. It wasn't even me that was dying, it was the dumb AI. And I knew there was only 13 missions, so I was so close to finishing it, and I just wanted to get to that end. I was so checked out by this point. Even on Agent difficulty, I had difficulty with the AI. In mission 12, I had to again escort the same fucking guy, aka Jonathan, for like the 4th, 5th time. I got to a point where I had to unlock a door, but I couldn't. I had no clue why, so I started roaming around and ended up in this random area with enemies, so I figured that's the path. And when I cleared them out and there was no progression, I became even more confused. Especially since the waypoint on the floor is pointing towards back the door. Oh yeah, did I forget to mention that if you get stuck, the game automatically realizes its shitty level design, and it leads you to where you have to go with the giant arrows pointing on the ground. It's crazy. Turns out Jonathan, the dumb AI, had to unlock the door. So I start thinking, okay, where's Jonathan? So I start backtracking a ton, and finally, who do I see hanging around halfway across the mission? Fucking Jonathan! Jonathan! Fuck are you doing? I had to awkwardly get him to move, and eventually he started following after fucking around with his character model.
Hold up! I can't keep pace with you!
You can't keep pace with me? You think I don't know that? You're a secret agent, Jonathan. That's your job. Following people around is your job, but you can't keep pace with me. You lazy piece of fucking shit, Jonathan! Get a fucking new job!
Oh, come on. Jonathan is one of my favorite video game characters of all time.
No way, you're fucking around.
No, seriously. I love how dedicated he is to his job. He's got a real good voice. The chemistry between Joanna and Jonathan is fantastic. He shoots right by her side.
You got a low standard, sir. I don't even think you have a standard.
Gonna have to agree with Robert on this one. You could have an opinion, but that doesn't mean it's not wrong.
I almost feel like it's a fact that Jonathan is shit.
Finally, I finished that awful mission and got to mission 13, the end. I'm going to talk about the finale just to let you know. For some reason, Joanna has to stop Zhang Li alone. I don't understand. There's a whole damn army of people, but Joanna has to do this herself. That's dumb, but whatever. So Zhang Li just somehow morphs into a jacked person and takes the soul of Chandra, this person we've been working with. I don't know, but what I do know is Joanna walking into Zhang Li's stadium with a tiny ass pistol saying,
Zhang Li! This ends here.
probably not a great idea. Doesn't sound like you even planned this through, Joanna. Not even in the slightest. Fuck it though. I mean, the final boss has to be pretty cool, right? No. Zhang Li hops from one structure to another until he hops into the middle where Joanna is and attacks. Take him out by shooting, empty your damn clips until he dies, and that's it. It's a strangely easy battle. I thought it was because I played it on easy, but no. I was curious, so I played it on normal and hard, and beat it on every difficulty on my first try. There was no challenge. It wasn't entertaining, it wasn't memorable. So actually, in those two ways, I guess it's kind of the perfect final boss for this game. Once you defeat Zhang Li, there's an awkward 20 seconds of nothing until the final cutscene comes in. Zhang Li says some random shit and just kinda explodes? But not from the bullets, but from disappointment? I don't really know. Then retarded Jonathan and his squad show up late and congratulate Joanna, and this random dude in a kilt just kinda shows up and tells Joanna she did perfect. Then it just ends. Credits roll with some solid music, which I gotta say, that's probably the best part of the game. The game has a solid soundtrack, especially the main theme, which I really like a lot actually. That was Perfect Dark Zero. It had the potential to be pretty good, especially in the beginning. I was having some fun. I was overlooking a lot of my frustrations with it, but as I kept playing, those frustrations became greater and greater to the point that I started not liking the game. This is not a good game by any means. I generally do think this is a pretty bad game. I really have to question the critics on this one. Were they blinded by Perfect Dark branding? Maybe they were excited to play in HD on a new console for the first time ever? I have no clue, but I am definitely surprised at how high the score is. I'm glad they liked it, but I just don't see how this can be considered an 8. 2 points away from a 10? Get the fuck out of here. And I'm the kind of person I feel tries to find the good things in games that maybe some people think are just okay. But with this game, I couldn't, man. I just could not. Overall, I'm going to give Perfect Dark Zero a... More like Perfect Dark. I give zero shits about this game. Jonathan is an absolute asshole and one of the worst video game characters to ever exist. Fuck that guy! Out of 10. So the more I wrote about this game, the more I realized how little I actually enjoyed. Perfect Dark Zero is littered with so many bad design choices that I'm baffled. Oh, and I guess I should say 2020 doesn't quite look like Perfect Dark Zero. Perfect Dark Zero still has its beat in a lot of technological ways, but we'll get there one day. Perfect Dark Zero, we'll get there one day. That'll be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Share this with everyone you can. These take a long time to make. Did you play Perfect Dark Zero? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Let me know down in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time. Perfect Dark Zero is the worst game I've played in this series so far, but it's officially out of the backlog.
Drucker, I got something for the PO box for you. It says your name's on it. Guess that you got a delivery.
You mean you guys got a delivery?
No, this is actually yours. I didn't get anything in the PO box today.
Oh no, you don't understand. That's your package.
No, man, it's yours. It's got your name on it.
You're not understanding me. I bought that package for you all, not me.
Well, damn, what is it?
It's a game. I thought I'd buy one to thank you guys for taking me in.
Bloody hell. A new game. Again, thank you. Open it up.
Jesus, Drucker. All right, thank you, but enough gifts, man. I appreciate it, but it's also like awkward. You just came, you just started, you know. But thanks. So I'll open it up. We'll check it out. All right.